Midwestern Cowboy, this is Iron Horse. Well, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, time to go to work. I'm not a big fan of riding in the dark, but I am a fan of riding. It's supposed to be really nice later on today, so I'll tough it out in the morning to enjoy the ride home. I think the biggest thing you have to keep in mind when riding at nighttime or in the morning, early morning, when it's dark out, is you don't want to outrun your headlights. And I live out in the country where probably the biggest threat in the country is animals. So you're always looking for things that are shining off the side of the road as their eyes are looking at you. Not too concerned about small animals. If anything, you just buckle down and hit those. I've not had too much luck with that yet. Bad luck. I've not hit yet any small critters other than a bird one time hit my leg. But it's the big ones that you have to watch out for. Deer, dogs, things like that. Even big raccoons will get you. The other concern that I have about riding in the dark is that it's much more difficult to see obstacles, such as debris in the road or potholes or pockets of gravel. So slow and easy does it. It's a cold morning this morning. My thermometer said it was about 35 degrees. And you can see your breath when you breathe. But there really isn't just a whole lot of wind this morning, and so I thought, I'm going to go ahead and ride. One of the things I've noticed about this motorcycle that I do like is that it has so much better wind protection. I've mentioned that before. It just keeps you so much warmer. There's heat coming up off of the engine. Once the engine gets warmed up, you can feel the heat on your legs, which makes it nice for these cold mornings. I wonder about real hot, humid days. I haven't yet ridden this bike on a hot, humid day, but I am just a little bit chilly this morning. My fingertips are chilly, and the tops of my legs are chilly. I have pretty decent gear for cold weather riding. Basically, it's rain gear. It just functions as a windbreak, and then I try to layer up. But your extremities get chilly, I think, no matter what you're going to do, unless you have heated grips or something like that, which I don't yet. I do plan on putting those on someday, just to continue to expand your riding season. And for these mornings when you really just have kind of a hankering to get on the bike and go, but it's chilly. Once I get to work, I'll grip a warm cup of coffee, and that usually gets my hands back in motion again. This Kawasaki Versys does have really good night vision. The bright headlights really show the sides of the road, which I like that. That really helps you to be able to detect better if you see animals. And then when you put it down, on the dims, it really focuses now on the road, not so much the side of the road, but really good vision, even with the stock headlights. I've seen where some guys have added LEDs and spotlights and things like that. And I don't know, I might try that, but I would say the stock lights are good enough. I think the worst thing about riding in the dark is that, motorcycles are hard enough to see anyway during the daytime. How much more so in the darkness? The headlights and the tail lights are so small. Really, no matter how bright they are and all of that, I think it makes it difficult for people in cars to judge distance sometimes. They think you're a car because there's this little light coming at them, and it might look like the car is still far away, and suddenly you're there. I also get concerned about people coming up from behind too, because I'm riding slow. I'm going about 46 miles an hour, I guess, but I'm not outrunning my headlights by any means. And, you know, people coming up behind you may still think that they've got a long ways to go yet before they're on you all of a sudden. So these are things just to be a little more cautious of. You've just got to be more vigilant when you ride in the dark than you do during the daytime. You have to be vigilant enough in the daytime, but all the more so in the dark. Well, now I'm coming into town, and it's early enough in the morning that there really isn't a lot of traffic yet. That's one reason why I do like when I ride to leave early. I did a video last week when I went to work late, and traffic was just much worse. Stop and go the whole way. Usually this time of day you can get through town pretty quickly, not get caught at every stoplight. But here's what you got to watch. See, I got a guy turning up there, and he's going to turn left in front of me. He's got a red light. All right, we made it through okay. But one of the things that I've been really amazed by is the haters that are out there. I've gotten, you know, a couple, not a lot, but just a few really negative comments. And I don't mind negative comments, I don't mind criticism, but what I'm talking about is something that is just really a personal attack. You know, they're talking about, they're calling you names. And it's funny because I think, wow, you know, have I really done something that is that bad that, you know, people would really go there? I just wonder sometimes. I think the psychology of the hater. These are people that are, for whatever reason, they kind of get off on putting other people down, and they feel better about themselves maybe when they can slam somebody else. I don't really give my haters, just the couple that I've had, I don't really give them a lot of energy. It's kind of funny in a way. You know, I suspect that they feel like, all right, boy, I spoke my mind. You know, that they got their worldview out. What I usually do is read it, and then, by golly, I just remove the comment, and if it's really bad, I'll even block the user. One thing I do love about riding in the dark is you get to see all of these pretty lights. They just put all of these lights up in our town. They redid this section of the road. It's still under construction up ahead of me, but isn't this just beautiful? You really don't get to see that during the daytime. Maybe some of you that live in big cities enjoy riding in the dark so you can see all of the lights. And then we come into the construction zone. Everybody's going to be merging over to the right lane. And I'm in a little bit of traffic now, but there's nobody coming up on my left. So I should be good to go. Well, here I am pulling into work now. And I'm kind of glad that I am, because my fingers are pretty chilly, kind of almost numb here at this point. We'll see how many other motorcycle yahoos decided to ride in today on a 35-degree cold morning. I see at least one other up there. Two. Midwestern Cowboy. This is Iron Horse. Thanks for watching.